Hello, I'm Joshikins, and welcome to another episode of 5 Awesome Robots. Now, this episode, we're going to be looking at a robot from something released a little bit more recently, and that is The Vision. Now, I don't read comics, at least not a lot. I've read some here and there. I love V for Vendetta. Read that a couple times, but overall for the majority I don't read a lot of comics, so I haven't read any comics where the Vision was featured. So today I'm not going to be talking about the comic book version, but focusing on the MCU. Now, for those of you who don't know, MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. And so, yeah, I'm going to be talking about the MCU here, not the comic book versions. And if you are a comic book fan and have some strong opinions about the Vision, the comics, please comment below, recommend your favorite issues, storylines, whatever. I'd love to know, but for now, I won't be talking about that. In the MCU, the Vision was originally created as Ultron's form. Ultron's ultimate form. So, Ultron was putting a lot of effort into making this robot. And ultimately, the Vision was Ultron's downfall. And so it's in the movie, Tony is the one who releases Ultron onto the world. Okay, accidentally, but it happens. And so later on, when they've got the Vision, and Tony's like, we need to make this. We need to complete this. Bruce is like, what the fuck, you see, Ultron, this is the thing that happens when we do this thing. No, I'm not going to do this. And yeah, Tony's able to convince Bruce. That's just so funny. It's just goddamn amusing because Bruce totally has a look of, why the fuck do I hang out with you? This shit always happens. If it's not one thing, it's you create something that nearly destroys the world. Why the fuck do I hang out with you? But yeah, the Vision is created and used. And while Bruce and Tony are working on getting the Vision started, the other Avengers come in and try to break things up. And they sort of do have a point of being worried because Ultron is a child. I think that's why I couldn't really be afraid of him in the movie. It wasn't as dark or serious as the trailers point out to be, but it was because he was just like a little whiny brat. And that's what they got with Ultron, but with Vision, what happens is that he's much wiser and calmer, and he's like, he says, I think at one point, how would I know if I'm a monster? If something's wrong with me, how would I know it's wrong? He makes, a comment about, I was just born yesterday. So he knows his limitations, and he doesn't really want to kill Ultron. And I think that's why he does, for a little time, allow one version of Ultron to get away, because he doesn't want to kill. He's not as violent or mean as Ultron. He's calmer. But in the end, he destroys the final bit of Ultron because it's like, man, I gave you a chance, but yeah, I have to do this. So I like that he's complicated. He knows his limitations, and he's seeking to grow, I think. At least in this movie, his proportions aren't really, you can't really tell if he wants to grow or not, but he does appreciate life more than Ultron does by a long shot. And there hasn't been anyone else in the MCU. I'm saying MCU because I do know there's other instances of people picking up Thor's hammer. I can spell the name, I just can't really pronounce it. Major? I'm going to be fucking surprised if I pronounce that correctly. But, so, MCU version, only Thor has been able to pick up Thor's hammer. Steve was sort of able to, okay, hang on, like, don't worry, this is anti-acid reflux medication. Okay. Hopefully none of that was visible. And so, like, Steve was able to sort of, like, shake it, like, a little, and you saw Thor's face, like, oh, fuck. And the Vision is able to prove that he's on the side of the Avengers by picking up Thor's hammer, just, like, easily and effortlessly. And that entire scene is just fucking gold, because Thor's like, and everyone else is just like, there's just silence there. And you sort of see an expression on Thor's face, if you ever fucking mention this episode again, I am going to beat your asses. And we know from that, like, the hammer has judged the Vision to be worthy, but at the same time, what if the reason the Vision is able to pick up Major isn't because he's necessarily worthy, but because the same energy that the hammer exerts, you know, the little lightning stuff, is what had brought the Vision to life. Now, maybe that's why. Maybe it's the Vision is far from worthy, but the reason he can is because they sort of share a bond. You know, no matter if I like or dislike my parents, the fact is that we share, like, blood, and maybe that's the same thing with the hammer. Because I believe in the MCU, they're really trying to focus more on science than, you know, magic. Magic is just science you don't know. So yeah, what do you think about the Vision, you know, in the MCU or in the comics? You know, I had that off earlier, but for now I'll just say in the MCU, what do you think about him so far? What do you think he's going to be like in Captain America Civil War? You know, I'd just like to hear what you think. Do you think he is an awesome robot, or do you think he should have been left off this list? And next episode will be the final episode of 5 Awesome Robots. So who do you think I am going to put as... this is just not the best. I mean, it's sort of a best of list, but it's not ranked like a top 10 list where it's like, oh, the worst I think is number 5, and I took some idea of placing things on the list, but I didn't go best, worst. They're just 5 fucking awesome robots. And, you know, have your guesses down below on what that last final awesome robot will be. I think people who know me probably won't be too surprised. Anyways, I have been Jashikins, owner at jashikins.blogspot.com, and thank you very much for watching this. On my sidebar thing, you have a dragon to be named, and you can view the rules and benefits of doing so. And if you have been a fan of my blog for a little bit, if you've watched this or other videos of mine and are like, I really want to show my support financially to this person, I do writing commissions on Fiverr. So like if you have a fanfic idea of if you want written with the vision, I'm here for that. And I have a Patreon. Yes, I joined that bandwagon. And, you can donate to help support me. And there's 2 rewards. One is to get updated on any ebooks I write. I am currently working on my debut ebook, and I'm preparing an ebook series. And the other reward is a 30-minute exclusive vlog every month. So, it's basically blog updates and, anything that interests me this month. So, it should be interesting. Going to do my first one next month. So, yay. And if you want to know where those links are, the links, if you're watching on the YouTubes, is in the description. If you're on my blog, they're on the sidebar thing. The Fiverr link, though, is under Writing Shop. So you click Writing Shop and you'll get to my Fiverr account. No problem. And until next video, goodbye.